What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a parallax on Scratch. And for those of you who aren't sure what that is, here are a couple examples to get us started. So here we have this project here, which is, as you can see, is pretty much just a galaxy parallax. And so when we move our mouse around, the objects in the scene, I guess you could say, also move. So essentially, we're kind of moving the camera around with our mouse. So that's kind of what a parallax is. Here's another example I'd like to show you. Yeah, this one. Okay, so here's the next example, which I like. As you can see, we kind of move everything around and everything else looks around. But what's significant about parallaxes is that there's depth into them. Everything isn't on the same layer. As you can see, you can very clearly tell that the moon is back behind the mountains. In fact, as we move, the moon here moves a less significant amount than the mountains because it's further away, so the movement doesn't look as significant to us. So essentially it's moving the camera around, and all the objects kind of move around and respawn accordingly to, you know, real life. So now that we have the basics of what a parallax is, let's actually start by creating one. So first off, you can open up a new project here. Just name it something like Parallax Tutorial. That way you know what it means. And so we are gonna choose a sprite. So let's see, what could be good for this? For the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna look for something, I don't know, that I can, you know, put into a scene. So for instance, what if I do buildings? Okay, we have buildings here, and there are quite a few different buildings to choose from. All of these can become very useful to us, actually. So yes, first things first, get your main subjects into the, you know, the little thingy here, whatever you call it. Get your main subjects or objects that are going to be on the screen. So for instance, I'm going to have buildings, and so here's what we are going to do. Okay, let's just pick your first object and we will begin programming, because you can pretty much just copy and paste all this. So here's what we're going to do. When flag is clicked, we are going to forever and then go to, and then we will do, okay, divided by, let's see, and then minus, I think, yes. So we will do mouse X, and we'll actually do this here. So pretty much, you're gonna put mouse X divided by, we'll start with 5, nope, not 66, mouse X divided by 5, and we will put it in a subtraction block. So mouse X divided by 5 minus, and let's just go ahead and copy our X position in and see what this does. Okay, so instead of subtracting our X position, let's actually change it to the exact opposite. So our very exact X position, and I'm going to actually change it a bit to, okay, 125. Actually, you know what? I'll do 75. That way it's closer here. And then we'll do the exact same essentially for our Y position. So we'll do mouse Y divided by 5. And kind of adjust this here. Adjust this here until things start to look how you want them to. So look, as you can see, I move. It's not completely following my mouse, but it is, however, still kind of moving. So yes, okay, so as you can see here, when we move this way, all these subjects sort of follow it. So there's that. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. So now we can just go ahead and duplicate this, and you know, it's gonna be in the same spot. We'll set the sprite to another building, so something like this, and sort of adjust this. We can do something like one, we'll do, I don't know, minus 125, and then we'll say 100, 0, minus 20, we'll do minus 50 here. Okay, as you can see though, it doesn't look as cool whenever they're doing, you know, they're pretty much moving at the same rate. So you can sort of adjust this. So what if we do divide it by 3? As you can see, one thing moves faster than the other, which already gives us the effect that this building is in front of this building. So now let's duplicate this, and actually we're gonna create ground, you know, some kind of ground sprite. So if we go into backdrops real quick, let's see if I can find something that I can use as the ground. That might be somewhat useful. So for instance, whatever this thing is, I'm just gonna copy this over, get rid of this backdrop real quick. Awesome. Sort of awesome, not really. Okay, I'm gonna make that a lot bigger. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do for this one. This is going to be our ground, our platform, so we're gonna put it in the front layer. Okay, so there we go. We're gonna want it to pretty much be at the bottom, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna duplicate that there, and then sort of set the Y position down lower. So we do this. Ta-da! And we're gonna actually divide this here by 6. Let's try 8, see what that looks like. That doesn't look as good because, so closer objects, so the closer the object is to the camera, essentially, you're gonna want to divide it by a lower number just to give it a more, you know, realistic looking effect. So yeah, let's keep going. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, it's sort of working. Obviously this looks kind of, you know, lazy because it sort of is. No, why won't it go upwards? There we go. So you can sort of position things and change them as well. So there we go. It's starting to look better though. Alright, I might go ahead and do this here. I'm gonna make the backdrop a sky color. There we go, looks a lot better already. And so pretty much just keep doing this. You can add your own objects, your own scene, however you want it to look. You can change it, do all that kind of stuff, all that cool, you know. Make it look better than this is what I'm trying to say. Let's see. By the way, as you can see here, we are using minus. You can use plus as an alternative if you feel like it's better. It does the exact same thing, only instead, you know, you can figure it out. It's really simple though. So I'm gonna change this boy 7. So there we go, the furthest building in the background. Then we're gonna do another one of these, and instead have it be way in the back, just like that. So there you have it, guys. You have officially created a parallax in Scratch very easily. So really the principle behind it is you pretty much have it go to the mouse, only you set it to a desired position and it pretty much divides where it's moving. I don't know how to explain this into words actually. Just look at it. Just look at it. Camera. It looks like you're moving the camera. You know? You see what I'm saying? Yes, no, maybe. Okay, anyways. I hope you guys were able to find this tutorial helpful. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, also let me know. And let me know what I can do to improve or what other tutorials you'd like to see on here. And honestly, yeah, that's it, guys. Have a good weekend, and yep, that's it for today, guys. See ya.